Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
If you want to be successful, here's the thing you have to do. You have to jump. There is no way around it. You have to jump. Every successful person has jumped. You got to jump. You got to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff, and you got to jump out there as far as you can. Now, a lot of times you stand on the cliff of life, and you see other people soaring by, gliding down like a bird flying through the air. You know, they going over to the south of France. You see them on a boat somewhere. You know why? It's because they parachute open. But the only way to get your parachute to open so you can soar, you got to jump.
So, one of the things that I was going to have on here today was I was going to talk about dark empaths. You know, I kind of found dark empaths in people, and I don't know if you guys really know about dark empaths and how they work. So I'm gonna start by saying this: a shadowy realm of dark empaths has been a topic that straddles the line between intrigue and spookiness. Let's dive into it. All right, let's get into it. What is a dark empath? A dark empath is like a regular empath who took a detour through a murky back alley of emotional manipulation. Here's the lowdown. They've got emotional intelligence to understand how others feel. But instead of using that skill for good, you know, like a superhero with empathy powers, they wield it like a twisted sorcerer. Imagine someone who pretends to care about your feelings, but secretly wants you wants to use them against you. Yep, that's our dark empath. Now let's break it down a little bit further. Cognitive empathy at a cost. Dark empaths use cognitive empathy. The ability is to see someone's perspective without necessarily feeling their emotion. It's like they've got a mental GPS for understanding other people's situation. But, and here's the twist, they don't sympathize. Nope. No warm, fuzzy here. They're not interested in holding your emotional hand. They're more likely to pick your pocket while you're distracted. Uh, the dark triad vibes. Uh, this is like the dark part of being a dark empath. Picture a Venn diagram where the circle represents narcissism, psychopathy, uh, Machiavellianism. Dark empaths hang out right in the juicy overlap. They've got traits from all three. Narcissism uh, is like, hello, grandiosity. They might strut around like they're uh, the protagonist of their own reality show. Um, Psychopathy is like emotional detachment. They check out. They like emotional ninjas, sneaky and unfeel. They have no feeling at all. The Machiavellianism. These folks could teach Machiavelli a thing or two. They're all about cunning, manipulation, and using others for their gain, for their own gain. Um, their playbook is like love bombing. Ever met someone who showers you with affection only to reveal they're after your wallet or your connections? Yep, that's dark empathy in action. Subtle manipulation. They're masters of indirect moves. Think emotional chess, uh, where they're plotting three moves ahead while you're still figuring out how to castle. Vindictive behavior, gossiping, bullying, intimidation. These are their dark arts. They're like the slithering of empathy. Um, the the telltale signs: emotional distancing. They're like emotional astronauts floating in space while everyone else is down here feeling things. Intense self criticism. Beneath the surface, they're wrestling with their own demons. It's like they're in a uh, uh, perpetual therapy session with a very judgmental therapist. Their favorite quote would be probably, why feel when you can manipulate? Remember, dark empaths aren't formal mental health diagnoses. They're more like the anti hero of empathy. So if you ever meet one, keep your emotional wallet secure and your guard up. And hey, maybe invite them to a therapy session. They could use it. Let's do this. Let's take a look and listen to this whole situation of dark empaths. Let's just check them out, all right?
When you hear that someone is an empath, you may think it's a good thing. They have a great sense of what others are feeling or thinking, and they have a great deal of empathy as well. But what if someone possessed cognitive empathy and displayed traits of a dark personality type? Would they use your feelings against you, know exactly how to behave to appear kind and normal while hiding their true intentions? Well, a dark empath may do just that. A study by Haim and Associates found that out of a group of 991 participants, 19.3% were dark empaths. Those with dark personality types are thought to be so based on their rank of dark triad personality traits and lack of empathy. The dark triad is a term used to group 3 malevolent personality traits in psychology. The dark triad comprises the traits of Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. Dark triad personality types rank high in the 3 dark traits, while low in empathy, while empaths are ranked low in dark traits and of course high in empathy. But a dark empath ranks high in both dark triad traits and empathy. But just because you display empathy doesn't mean you share another's feelings emotionally. That is effective empathy. Dark empaths often use cognitive empathy to their advantage, meaning They know what it is you want and feel, but dark empaths may use it against you. So, to help you recognize if you're being manipulated by someone who has both cognitive empathy and malevolent traits, here are 5 signs of a dark empath. Number 1, their kindness often feels fake. Your partner cuddles with you after a romantic evening with you. They say comforting words when you're worried, and they compliment you at seemingly the right time. But you can't shake this feeling that something is off. Something doesn't feel sincere about it all. In fact, they sound a bit forced or fake with certain actions. So what's going on? Dark empaths know what to say and how they should act to appear as if they're the perfect partner. So they may sound a bit forced when they pay you certain compliments or go forward with certain actions. It's important to look out for dark triad traits and other signs before jumping to the conclusion that they're a dark empath, because they may just be a people pleaser. Number 2, they manipulate you. Dark empaths often will use their insight into cognitive empathy as a means of manipulating others. Since they are aware of what you might be feeling or thinking, they know exactly how to use your emotions against you. They may have no boundaries and only focus on fulfilling their needs. If you notice the end of every argument or discussion that only their needs are met, they may be manipulating you. Number 3, they guilt trip you. In the study from Heyman Associates, dark empaths displayed higher indirect aggression than your average person. This was especially true in guilt tripping tactics. If you notice your partner often uses guilt as a means of getting you to do what they want, this may be the first sign that they're a dark empath. Number 4, they love malicious humor. Dark empaths also demonstrated especially high indirect aggression and malicious humor. Sigmund Freud, the famous founder of psychoanalysis, called this type of humor tendentious. It's the worst type of humor and is destructive in nature.
Okay, let's stop right there for a second, right? There's some people out here, right, that will, they tease you, they crack on you, they say nasty things to you, and they always, every time, but they call it humor, right? And it's kind of, they're doing it because they were traumatized before in the past, and so they do the same thing that they were done that was done to them, excuse me, and it's a repetitive cycle. So you got to watch out for people who have these kind of traits. You know what I mean? Because it's in a lot of people. Let's continue to watch what they have to say.
When one uses malicious humor, they often make hurtful jokes that put others beneath them, giving them a feeling of superiority over others. And number 5, they spread rumors. Those who have the dark triad trait of Machiavellianism often enjoy deceiving, manipulating, and exploiting others in order to achieve their own needs and desires. Dark empaths have an easy way of manipulating others by narrowing in on their feelings and weaknesses. They may spread rumors about what they've sensed you're most insecure about or vulnerable about. They know exactly how to hurt you because they have the ability to understand what it is you're feeling on a cognitive level. They simply need to understand what it is that hurts you and spread gossip and rumors focused on that to get exactly what they want. So, have you met a dark empath? Do you know someone who shows these signs? Which one jumps out at you? What will you do next? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button and share this video.
Okay, let's get into it. All right, so as you heard, what a dark empath is. And so, you can take that video and rewind it and go back and check it out, because you can find that in a lot of people. A lot of people with bad energy. And as long as you keep that kind of bad energy, bad things will come to people that do bad things. You know what I mean? So some people don't realize they're doing it, but they're going straight to abomination. The spirit is going to abomination. I don't know. This is something we got to really look at and kind of, decipher if we have those traits. a lot of times we have to take personal inventories of ourselves and be able to fix what's broken. Look back at the traumas that happened in the past and have closure. Because you can't go forward in life when you have these kind of traumas that are just being played out and you're hurting other people. You know, can someone that has dark empathy or someone that has fake empathy, can they change? Yeah, they can, but it takes internal work. You can't just do it and not get the help that you need. So these are very important things that's needed. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to subscribe and like and share and all of that stuff with these videos. Again, I'll be coming to you with more stuff. So just be thankful and grateful for everything that you got, because listen, you never know when it's going to go. And remember, just take a personal inventory. This is not something that could be done overnight. It's not. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take you stepping out of the box and looking at the box. You know, I do my inventory. I've done it, and I'm still doing it. And everyone should do inventory, because the state of the world today is not a joke, and it's not fun. We're coming into times where major changes are happening around us, you know, and New York City is changing. Cities around the world are changing. You know, we have migrants that are coming in. You know, we have other nationalities that may feel like they're getting pushed out. You know, I don't know, let's get it together, y'all. All right. I want to thank everybody again for watching the program that I have here. Blessings to y'all. Thank you. And just keep on showing love and, you know, appreciation. Like I said, I cannot give you guys stuff that I think that is not worthy. It needs to be worthy. And sometimes it may take me a minute to get that stuff, but believe me, I will have something for you. All right. All right. Blessings, peace and blessings, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bill, you already know what it is. Let's get out of here. I got to go. Until next time. This is Like It Really Is, the unplugged version. Right. Like It Really Is Unplugged. Name change. Like It Really Is Unplugged. We are outside.
Salute, kids. Always. Always thankful and grateful. Let me stay blessed. You heard? I'm so blessed. So are you. Yeah. I love myself. I love my life. I love my kids. I love my wife. I'm positive. I try to do what's right. I respect darkness, but rather live in light. Yo, I love my fam. I love my mom. I love my community. I love God. I love unity. He died for you and me. I always be thankful and grateful. Wouldn't you be? Sing it, Queen.